Hey everyone, happy Friday. Darin Kid here. Listen, wanted to share with you a big business mistake that I made for a long time that I wish someone had sat down and said, listen, let me share with you how to get to where you want to be sooner than later and not spend years not doing this. And so I want to share that with you here in just a second. So do me a favor as you come on live or on replay, let me know where you're watching from. I always like to go back and see where the audience is watching from. And if you get some value, feel free to tag someone or share the information. Sharing is caring. And because again, this may make a big impact in someone's life. And it's not just in business, it can actually affect every aspect of your life. So let me share with you kind of what happened with me. For 7 years, from the time I dropped out of college till about 25, I struggled. And I just kept failing over and over and over again to the point I ended up bankrupt. I had my car repossessed. We were on government assistance, Medicaid, applying for food stamps, couldn't feed my kids, couldn't support my wife. I couldn't keep a job. I had a bad attitude. And what I was doing was I continued to go to people that were pretty much in the same boat. Hey, everybody, do me a favor. Let me know where you're watching from as you come on board, please. What city, state, province in Canada, what country. It's always exciting to see how the audience is growing at a pretty rapid pace as well. But anyway, what I tended to do was I tended to go to people that were having the same issues that I was having and asking them advice. And if you buy people's opinion, you buy their lifestyle. And if they don't have what we want, why do we listen to them? That's like all of you. You come into me afterwards and you send me a private message. What's up, Vincent? Hey, Wayne. And they go, hey, Darin, I'm really curious. I would love to get your top hair care tips. Can you share those with me? You're not gonna ask me that, right? You go, Darin, that's crazy. So why do we go out and ask people, no matter what area of life that it is, advice that don't have what we're looking for? And so for me, for years, I struggled, and I was sitting here thinking about why did I do that? Maybe it was because I felt like if I went to people that were about the same position I was, or maybe not quite even as good, it made me feel better about myself. I'm like, well, it can't be just me because look, they're having a hard time too. But it is true. Our associations work harder on us than we work on them. They're like an elevator. They lift us up or they bring us down. We become the average of the 5 people that we hang around the most. So I had to start asking myself, what are my associations doing to me or what are they doing for me? And when I became very intentional about my associations, and then I started seeking out the right coaches and mentors and courses and seminars and things like that. And it wasn't like it is now where you can jump on a live and you can get information from someone and completely change your life. And it's not just about business. I've learned to seek out and search out the people that have what I want, whether it's spiritual, whether it's physical, whether it's business related, maybe it's family related. So I just want to become the best version I possibly can of myself in every aspect of my life. And the late billionaire Paul Meyer, he called it the wheel of life, and he divided it into the different areas: spiritual, physical, financial, social. And he goes, listen, if you have a flat spot in your wheel, it's not going to be a very smooth life. So if you work all the time, sacrifice your health, that's a flat spot in your wheel. That's not good, right? Because most people, here's what the billionaire Paul Meyer told me. Most people spend the first part of their life sacrificing their health to gain wealth. And then what they do is they try to spend their wealth to get back their health, the rest of their life. And that's not good. So he goes, look, you have to set goals and try to be the best version you possibly can in every area of your life. So the big mistake that I made was not being intentional about my associations. It was not seeking out the right coaches and mentors in different, you're exactly right, Vincent, in every area of my life. And so that really has changed everything. I had friends and family that, back then would go, you're crazy to pay someone that kind of money to go out there and coach you and mentor you and teach you. And my wife and I, we were looking at our taxes over the last 3 years. We've spent, I think it was $77,000 in courses, classes, VIP days, all these different things, because I know when it comes to business, I don't make what I want, I make what I am. And if I want to make more, I have to become more. And I get paid based on the value that I bring to the marketplace. So if you just think about the lottery, why do most people that win the lottery go broke? Because they didn't become a multimillionaire. They were given millions of dollars And our income always comes back to where we are. So most people that win the lottery, they didn't just lose the money, they went back to a place that was worse. They commit suicide. They go, man, the lottery's the worst thing that ever happened to me. But if you take a multimillionaire and you take all their money away, they'll go start over, and they will do it again because of who they became in the process of making that $1 million. And that's what Jim Rohn said. He goes, listen, it's not the $1 million that's the most important thing. It's who you become in the process of making that. And so for any of you that are looking, for example, you're in the home-based business world, you're in the network marketing world, I want to make a quick announcement because they're contacting me now that I'm not a distributor in any company, and I'm actually training, coaching, speaking. Just got back from Dallas helping a company implement a training program for their field, speaking at some conventions coming up in October. What I'm going to do, and people are reaching out to me to coach them personally, which I charge a decent amount. I mean, it's an investment because I know it's worth it. I know what I've spent, over the last, 28 years learning what I've learned, and it's worth a lot of money, right? Because I wish someone had taught me what I know now back then and shaved years off my learning curve. So because I do want to make a major impact and I do want to shake things up in the home-based business network marketing profession, what I'm doing is I'm launching a monthly membership group. And right now, and I know you're going to say, why would you even spend your time for that kind of money? I'm launching it for $17 a month, right? That's less than 57 cents a day. That way, people can be in this group. It's like would you buy me 1 cup of coffee a week to help you and your organization? Some of you are like, nope, you're not worth a cup of coffee. That's fine. It's not for everybody, right? But if you go to the website, maybe one of you can help me by typing this in, the3M as in more, factor.com. The number 3M factor.com. And the 3 M's, here's what they stand for. Be more. Okay, I knew that if I wanted to make more, I had to become more. And then knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. So you can know all the right things and don't do anything. It's not going to do any good, right? And so you have to be more, do more, and have more. Those are the 3 M's. And so this training group, yes, it's for the network marketing, home-based business, direct sales world. But yet my goal in this group is to help you become the best version of yourself, not just in business. It's going to be better. What if we helped you with your physical, your health? What if we helped you become a better parent, a better spouse, a better business person? So for me, it didn't just affect one area of my life. It affected every area of my life. Now at 46, I feel better than I did in my 20s. And that's true. I mean, I love that the things that I've learned are not only impacting me, but are impacting other people, and I want to pass those on. So if you want to be a part of this group, we're only going to open it for a limited time. It is definitely not going to stay at $17 a month, which is a month-to-month membership. You can cancel at any time, but for less than 57 cents a day, my goal is to go out there and you go, why are you going to spend your time, energy, and effort for that little bit of money? Because I want to shake up the profession. I want to go create some massive stories where people come in and they go, man, let me tell you, here's where I was when I joined that group. And because of that community, what I learned and who I became, let me share with you what happened to my life, okay, over the next, several months, over the next year. And so we're going to create some big stories. And so that's why I'm opening for a very limited time for only $17 a month, the 3M Factor. Thank you, Carolyn. I love you guys too. And so the3mfactor.com. And I had one lady that messaged me, Lisa. She was on my YouTube live I just did. And she goes, Darin, because of your training, I rank advanced. I think she said it was 10 times and hit one of the top positions in her company. So she spent the entire day just going through and getting all her team to join because she's going to have me working for her in that group every single week, motivating, inspiring, educating, giving people action steps. Okay, so a confused mind does nothing, and complexity is the enemy of execution. So what I'm going to do in this group, we're going to give you the information, we're going to help you become a better person all around, and then I'm going to give you action steps to go out there and implement that are going to get you the results. Because if you're not getting the results that you feel like you should get, if you're frustrated with your network marketing business and you're like, man, I want to go further faster, either you're not doing something enough or you're not doing something right, or maybe you're not doing either one. And so I can help you with that. I can be your coach. So again, feel free to tag, share, get that website to your team, v3mfactor.com, before we close it down. And then let's go out there and let's watch what happens. Let's create some stories. And you're going to be shocked. Trust me, we're going to go back and go, remember that day Darin did that live, and he told us the vision of what was going to happen with this exclusive group. And look at what came from that group. And I did this in one of the companies I was building here in Virginia. I go, hey, listen, we had a small room, and I'll end with this. And in that small room, I go, look, I'm taking a picture because I don't want you to ever say that you weren't here. And vision is seeing it before the masses see it. And I go, that's why they asked Helen Keller, what's worse than being blind? She said, having sight with no vision. And I go, Dr. Miles Monroe, the late Dr. Miles Monroe said, sight is a function of the eyes, vision is a function of the heart. And I go, you look at this room, it's only a few of us in this room. We're going to build a massive organization that's going to go all over the world from Richmond, Virginia. And it was 2.5 years ago in January, we had a kickoff event in our local market. We had 4,000 people at the Richmond Convention Center, 4,000 people, right? But, the same group that was in that room, the ones that stuck in, their lives completely changed, right? So even though I'm not in a company anymore, they're still in their profession, and you see their Facebook profiles, and some of them, it's changed, changed a lot of their life, right, in different aspects. So we're going to have fun. We're going to impact a lot of people. And so please share v3mfactor.com. Hope you have an awesome rest of your day, a great weekend. And as always, I appreciate all your support, all the encouraging words, and can't wait to see you soon in the group. Take care.